Up next on Lion TV, a new episode of Two Chicks and a Flick, and Jacob Shoei with local sports updates.
And me, Paige Reynolds, with your weekly weather. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
Hi, Marley Price here.
And Connor Love. Let's get updated on our announcements.
Instead of a polar plunge, the Partner Club is doing an ice bucket competition. There will be buckets in the cafeteria during each lunch. Students will put money in the buckets for the principal on which they would like to see ice dumped. The ice dumping will take place in the lunch period that raises the most money and will happen today. The money raised will be for events that benefit the SHS Partner Club, activities, and community service.
Jostens will be on campus Friday, March 18th to deliver cap and gowns and invitations. If a balance is due on your order, please visit jostens.com to make payments. Balances will need to be paid in full to pick up items. Students will be called from class by the office when Jostens is ready for items to be picked up.
Let's take a quick break from these announcements and see what's popping with Emily and Paige.
I'm excited. I wonder what today's trivia question will be, so let's hear it.
Good evening.
How are you? My name is Paige Eleanor Eugene Reynolds.
No, it isn't. And I'm Emily.
And today, we bring to you
an extraordinary new episode of Two Chicks and a Flick! Alright, let's rock and roll.
Hey, we should answer that trivia question from our last episode.
Sure, why not? The question was, which character from Monty Python and the Holy Grail insists it's only a flesh wound?
The answer is the Black Knight.
Wow, I had no idea.
You're the one who picked out the question, Emily.
I slept since then.
Okay, so the first movie we're talking about is Morbius.
Biochemist Michael Morbius tries to cure himself of a rare blood disease, but when his experiment goes wrong, he inadvertently infects himself with a form of vampirism instead.
Wow, that does not work out for him.
No, Paige? No, it did not.
Right, so this movie comes out April 1st, 2022.
It will star Jared Leto, Michael Keaton, Matt Smith, and Jared Harris.
Looks pretty good,
doesn't it? Now, the next movie we're going to take a look at is Jurassic World Dominion.
We didn't know much about this movie at first, but the trailer has just recently come out.
This is the third installment of the Jurassic World franchise, and as you may have guessed, dinosaurs run loose and try to eat people.
This movie comes out June 10th.
Hey, that's my sister's birthday. Anyways, it will star Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, Chris Pratt, and more.
Don't move.
Well, it's dinosaurs. How much cooler can you get?
I don't think it's possible.
Well, how about we move on to our trivia question?
Aye, aye, Captain. Our question is, in The Wizard of Oz, 1939, what was used to simulate snow during the poppy scene?
We'll share that answer with you next time.
I mean, they could just search it on Google.
They could, but they shouldn't because it's not as fun.
Well, our episode has come to an end.
But not forever. We'll see you next time, Cersei.
I look forward to those trivia questions every time.
Me too, but now let's take a look at what's going on in the world.
Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson told agencies to review whether the state has any business contracts with Russia as he condemned its war with Ukraine. Hutchinson on Monday night announced he had sent a letter to his 15 cabinet secretaries calling for a review of the state's departments to see if any contracts or agreements exist between Arkansas and Russia or other Russian entities.
Dozens of animals, including prairie dogs, lemurs, and hedgehogs, were killed when a fire broke out in a barn at Arkansas Petting Zoo. According to a woman who volunteers at the zoo at a news conference Friday, Jennifer Williams, who volunteers at Cockrell's Country Critters, estimated that 40 to 50 animals died in Thursday's fire in a barn at a petting zoo near Austin, located about 30 miles northeast of Little Rock. Williams said most of the animals died of smoke inhalation. She said some reptiles, including snakes, iguanas, survived.
Russia continues its assault on Ukrainian cities, including the second largest, Kharkiv, where a strike hit the regional police and intelligence headquarters, wounding 3 people, according to the Ukrainian State Emergency Service. Meanwhile, the two countries were expected to engage in a second round of talks since the start of the invasion late last week. President Joe Biden warned in his State of the Union address Tuesday night that Russia's aggression would stop with one country unless its president, Vladimir Putin, paid a price.
Honestly, this weather confuses me every week. One day it's hot, and the next day I am completely freezing.
Welcome to Arkansas. At least we have Paige to keep us updated on this week's weather.
My name is Paige, and this is your weekly weather. Today is March 4th, 2022. We will have a high of 70, and it'll be cloudy outside. Your rain precipitation is at 6%, and your winds are at south-southeast, 10 miles per hour. Your humidity is 59%, and your sun rose at 6:32. On to tonight. It will be mostly cloudy with a low of 52. Your rain precipitation is at 10%. Winds are at south, 7 miles per hour. Your humidity is at 74%, and your sun set at 6:05. On to the almanac. Your high will be 64 degrees, your low is 24 degrees, your monthly average of precipitation is 5.07, and your month to date is 0.0. On to the 5cast. On Saturday, it'll be cloudy with a high of 73 and a low of 63. Your rain precipitation will be at 24%. On Sunday, we'll have scattered storms with a high of 75, a low of 52, and your rain precipitation will be at 63%. On Monday, it will be rainy with a high of 56, a low of 38, and your rain precipitation will be at 41%. Tuesday, it'll also be rainy with a high of 54, a low of 39, and your rain precipitation at 36. On Wednesday, it'll be rainy with a high of 55, a low of 36, and your rain precipitation at 39. Looks like we have a rainy week ahead of us. Back to the news desk.
Thanks. Now I can prepare perfectly.
I second that. Connor, how about you update us on what's for lunch today?
Today for lunch we'll be having mini corn dogs, dinner roll, green salad, baby carrots, a fruit cocktail, banana, and milk.
Sounds fabuloso. You know the drill. Don't forget to thank our lunch ladies every day.
You know I will. You know what's next, Marley?
The man, the myth, the legend, Jacob Showy with our sports updates.
Happy Friday, Cersei High. Let's hit these fast sports updates before going into this well-needed weekend. In local sports, both the boys and girls soccer teams will be having tournaments this weekend, with the boys traveling to Cabot to play the Panthers on Saturday and the girls traveling to Bentonville to play Bishop Kelly today. So wish them the best of luck as they leave later today. The Cersei Lions softball team will also be having a tournament later today and tomorrow as they will travel up to Sherwood for the Taylor O'Rourke Memorial Tournament. The Lady Lions' first game will be tonight at 6:30. The Cersei Lions baseball team finished the Benton tournament yesterday and will have their next game on the 8th, where they will play the Valonia Eagles. In national sports, another sport in racing has officially started to cut ties with Russia after their invasion last week in Ukraine. The R1 said that they will be terminating the Russia GP contract, meaning there will be no Grand Prix this year or in the future for Russia. There is a college baseball legend in the making, as North Carolina State freshman Tommy White hit 9 home runs in his first 8 games of his college career. This would be more home runs than any other college team besides just 4 in the entire NCAA. He also in that amount of time has gotten 20 hits along with 29 RBIs. In college basketball, many teams are having their conference tournaments with many exciting games coming up, including 25th ranked Alabama going against LSU, Southern Illinois going to Iowa to play Drake, and the Villanova going against the tough opponent in Butler, all playing later tonight, so don't miss these terrific looking games. Well, Cersei, that's all the sports updates I have for you. I hope everyone has a safe and fun weekend. Now back to Marley and Connor at the news desk.
Well, Cersei, this is where we part.
Don't miss us too much, but be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cersei High Lion TV.
And to follow us on Twitter at Lion TV, Instagram at Cersei Lion TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Connor Love.
And I'm Marley Price. We'll catch you next week.